What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, we're back at it with the series on why are Christians considered so judgmental? Now, today we're going to look at the history of LGBTQ in the US and abroad. Let's do it. According to Pooster and Kent, in 2007, only 49% of Americans supported gay marriage. However, more recently, about 72% of Americans said they support gay marriage. So, why is the support for the LGBTQ community rising? Well, let's go back in time to the 1990s to figure this out. Author Hart Brinson explained that a Seinfeld episode in the 1990s changed the landscape of the LGBTQ community forever. Now, in the show, after talking about gay marriage, Jerry says, "Not that there's anything wrong with that."
We're not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hart Brinson stated that the lesson from Jerry's quote is that we should not judge people who are questioning their identity. And, at least according to this source, this started a trend in the United States. Marx, another author who supports the LGBTQ movement, believes that people have a right to change their sexual orientation or to marry who they wish. She said, quote, "Some people, specifically lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender individuals, are in many places denied their claim to the full set of human rights." On the other hand, Pooster and Kent stated that only 14% of Kenyans, or people from Kenya, support homosexuality. And this was a study done in 2020. So why is there such a huge gap between the US and nations like Kenya? Countries who very much support the LGBTQ community and who don't. A big reason is because of the economy. Poor countries have to focus on survival and working together. They have a group mentality, so they aren't focused on things like sexual orientation or the LGBTQ community. However, in countries like the US, the focus is on the individual. Most individuals can support themselves, and they have the time to question their sexuality, creating a much higher LGBTQ approval rating in countries like the United States. Even though the majority of the people in the US support the movement, I want to explain why followers of Jesus do not support that lifestyle. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, guys, so here are some verses that explain why followers of Jesus do not support LGBTQ. First, Psalm 139, 13-14. Feel free to read it with me. "For you created my inner being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." God didn't make a mistake when he made you. For example, he wouldn't create a biological female, and if that girl had thoughts like, "Oh, I think I'm a boy now," God wouldn't say, "Oh, I made a mistake. She should have been a boy." That's not how it works. God designed you exactly how he intended when he made you. Secondly, Genesis 1:27 says, "So God created mankind in his own image. In his own image, God created them. He created them male and female." And from this verse, we can see it's very clear that God created two genders, male and female. That was his original design when he first created Adam and Eve. And then let's look at Genesis 2:24. "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." So here we can see that God's design for marriage is a lifelong covenant between one man and one woman. It's that simple. As Christians, that's what we believe. Thank you so much for listening, guys. And I'll catch you tomorrow. See ya.